body following the chemo treatments. That at 4 years old, she could barely speak. That girl could think. One day, she was lying in a hospital bed. She looked up at her mom and she said, "When I get out of here, I'm going to have a lemonade stand." "Right," said Mom. Then little Alex finished the rest of her. She said, "But you don't understand. I don't want to keep any of the money." See, there's a lot of little kids here in the hospital and they can't all afford treatment, so I thought if my brother and I sold our toys and glasses of lemonade, that we could give the money to the hospital. The way some children are persistent about candy and Christmas presents, her dream about this lemonade stand was mine. So, after she got out of the hospital and recovered a bit, her father built her this. That's Alexander Scott, by the way. And that was her very first lemonade stand. Her mom opened her a bank account into which she could deposit the 20-some-odd dollars she'd have at the end of the day, except her aunt leaked word of it all in the local newspaper. And the first cars started arriving, and they brought gallons of water, and they brought lemonade mix. And at the end of her first day in business, little 4-year-old Alexandra had $1,500 in her hand. Her mom and dad chalked it up to a one-time event, an isolated instance. And the next morning when they got out of bed, Alexandra was back out at the lemonade stand. That's because she saw no reason to abandon, after one day, a business which had proved so successful. So she continues to build this business, and the people keep coming and coming, and her parents eventually relocate to a little suburb outside of Philadelphia, so she can be close to the children every day for treatment. When they moved to their new suburb, her mother called the local chief of police, said, "My daughter is opening a lemonade stand today. You might want to send some squad cars to direct traffic." "Right," said the chief of police. That was before traffic that day came to a complete and total standstill within a 2-mile radius of that house. On that particular day, the general manager of the Philadelphia 76ers stopped by, and Alexandra had long since abandoned her little plastic cup that said lemonade 50 cents she got in a bucket. And on the side of the bucket, she had plastic stuff in what you can afford. He paid $500 that day for his glass of lemonade. At the end of that single day, Alexandra had 15 grand from one day of lemonade stand. She was interviewed at the end of 2005 on Oprah Winfrey and in Family Circle magazine. When they asked her what her goal was, she said, "Well, over the last couple of years, I've raised several $100,000 for childhood cancer, so next year my goal is $1 million. I thought her mom and dad were going to throw up. Television. She found out she couldn't do it herself, so she began teaching other kids how to operate the lemonade stands. And 6 months later, in June of 2006, she was managing 300 lemonade stands from Maine to Los Angeles and in her nonprofit charitable foundation account. $1
million. This is a story about a brave little girl.
She had pretty blue eyes and a head full of curls.
She was amazing from the day she was born.
When you looked in her eyes, and they're the brightest blue.
Mommy, hi. My name is Alex.
Something was wrong. She was not well. Things were not
right. Her parents could tell.
About 9 months on, I thought there was something wrong with her.
I feel bad.
You feel bad?
The doctor looked her over and said she is sick.
Alex had a disease called neuroblastoma. It's a very rare cancer.
Alex was brave and strong and tough, but still the medicine wasn't enough.
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel bad sometimes.
We knew the reality of neuroblastoma and that she probably would not survive.
What can I do to help myself and others too?
And then she said, "I'm going to have my lemonade stand."
And there was cookies and there was lemonade.
And there was pizza. I raise money.
For what?
Cancer research.
Best lemonade in town.
Thank you.
They waited in line, the young and the old.
People just kept coming and coming. It was unbelievable.
You want two? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone wondered how Alex's story would end.
Nothing prepares you at all. You know, it's harder than you would ever think.
It feels like your heart is broken.
Okay, yeah, that is really nice.
If more kids would help, wouldn't it be great? We could have
lemonade stands in every state.
Thank you very much.
Just a donation, yep.
Liz and I thought that probably the lemonade stand would just go away.
But it took off completely, and stands started popping up all over the place.
We sold lemonade and made $300. We raised a total of $500. We raised $53.
They had raised lots of money for the cure that was needed.
To me, it is astonishing what a 4-year-old created that has helped literally keep my son alive.
A couple of the chemotherapies I've been on probably never would have been created without her.
We would just thank her from the bottom of our hearts.
It's helping people.
Alex and a lot of other angels are rooting for us.
I think her legacy is, it's hope.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.